of the clitoris. So a man's male organ is meant for sexual intercourse. It's not meant for wee. We were not given a male organ for junso. So we're given so that there will be a male core sexual intercourse. The woman's private parts, the VJ, is meant for us to have coitus, and it's what keeps a man going. And the man is supposed to have a wife so you can have proper love making. So we learned that one as well, that food, we need to prepare it well as well. And we learned that you need to have what we call sexual branding. It means that you need to get a brand, and I explained to you what branding is. Branding is selecting and setting aside a way that people can easily identify a product. It's making a product very insightful, tasteful, presentable to a customer, that a target audience or a target market will love your product, that you have a tagline for it. So I say every woman needs to brand your sex life. Watch it here. The main food is cooked, served, and the man is invited. You call the man to come and eat. Call him. Unfortunately, when it comes to the meal that God created, which is sexual intercourse, you need to position the brand through sighting, tasting, smell, so that it will invite the man. So when it comes to sexual intercourse, the brand and the way it is branded is what brings the man on board. So that is why men will always request for sexual intercourse. And in the tradition that we came to meet, men were supposed to be satisfied, but women were not supposed to be satisfied. So majority of women have sex and they don't get satisfied, because the men with their 16,000 nerves are using blood, but women are not. I'm going to teach you something very, very unique here, and today you have to pay attention very well, because this is medically proven. Let me tell all of you today, when you finish having sexual intercourse, both man and woman, you are supposed to rest together. You are not supposed to move to the washroom. All the men that go and open the shower on themselves and they collapse in the hotel is because they were not told that after sexual intercourse, don't move. Relax in the bed. Because the energy that goes through your body, your blood, that 8 pints of blood, have an assignment to keep the body in shape and in balance again. So exactly after ejaculating or exactly after orgasm, immediately you reach that level, you are going back to what we call resolution under the chart. You don't need to move. But most of us, unfortunately, we finish having sex, and once we ejaculate and we finish cleaning, the next thing that we are running to the washroom. Your wife is going to the washroom. The husband is going to the washroom. You need not to move. Even some will have to drive. So immediately when they finish the sex, time is up. Man must go. You're going to sit behind your steering. You can die. You can die. You need to allow the body to go through that particular mechanism to finish your resolution very carefully. So as a wife, this is part of your duty. Your duty is that when a man ejaculates carefully, when they finish and you enjoy the act, both of you, and it's good that a man will do the cleaning. Let me tell you why. It is always said that the woman is the one who is going to do the cleaning, but let's do it for each other. But it is not cut in stone that after sexual intercourse, when I penetrate, I should clean you. But let me tell you, it brings more respect and honor when a man cleans the woman's private part. When you clean, you are able to tell when things are there. That's why licking is very important. One of the things that you should not run away from is licking. I know there are people that licking is a challenge for them because it's not about the smell in the place. But there are some women, when you are licking them, it tickles them. The sensitivity of the place. And there are other men who don't know how to lick. I don't know how to come and teach you how to lick. But licking is very essential because the material, which is the tongue and the clit, they are so friendly that when you are able to use your tongue to touch the clit, ladies and gentlemen, you understand what I'm talking about. Stimulation and production of estrogen becomes very high. So we need to understand some of the things in sexual intercourse. Man and woman, both of us, even though women use nerves and men use blood, when we have sexual intercourse and it's ended, don't move. When I say don't move, understand. There are some that doing sex. I mean, it's funny. There are times that you're having sex with a woman and she wants to wee-wee. Those ones allow them to go. But I've seen people who go to wee and they go and fall down. They get blackout and they fall. So I'm pleading with you that during sexual intercourse, anything you need to do that you think you want to do after sex, do it before the sex. Okay? I get what I'm talking about. There are people that wee before the sex. That's okay. At times, it is not always about they want to wee. There are some women that they want to go back and freshen up the place before you do your licking. So they will ask permission to go and wee. Don't insist. You want to follow up. I mean, sometimes you want to understand this. So let them go and wee and come. Maybe they want to keep the place fresh before you. That's it. It makes it well. It goes. It's part of the branding. So let there be a proper sexual branding. But learn that you don't wake up immediately after sexual intercourse. Because most people finish sex and the next thing is that they are going to bathroom. They are going to the bathroom. They are going to bath. They want to freshen up. No, you can freshen up, but always lie down. Why? Because the body has gone through a particular cycle and it has to rejuvenate and reshape itself. Don't go and sit behind your steering and drive, because there are times that when you're having a sexual intercourse, you need to leave quickly and go back to the original home. Maybe it is with a side chick. Maybe the act is with some sex mates and that's not where you live. Or maybe it's a hostel. Other girls have closed from class, they are coming. So you have to leave. Then when you are able to walk from that room and run away, when you get back to your steering, don't drive. Sit behind the steering and then relax. Don't put an air conditioning on too at times. You will tilt the window small because there's a temperature that the air condition, if only you are having sex under an air conditioner. Remember that the environment you have sex is very important. If you're having sex under a ceiling fan, it's different. When you're having sex under air conditioning, it's different. If you're having sex with open windows, it's another level altogether. What I'm saying is that relax exactly when you finish having sex. The other thing you don't do before sex, and all of us are guilty. I am guilty. I know it's wrong medically, but I'm guilty. Do you know why? I do it. I have sex. I have sex, and let me tell you, I love having sex because I'm a human being. I love having sex. I don't fight for having sex, but Charlie, if I have it, I make sure that if I have sex, if the opportunity is granted to me, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you feel that God created you for this purpose. Me just say, "Memma ohun asepel." Ube feel Kofi Adoma, I greet you. You will feel it to say Kofi Adoma. So what I'm saying is that we are all guilty of this one I'm going to talk about. No man should have sexual intercourse exactly when you finish eating heavy food. Wives, these are duties. So I've started the lecture. Lecture is started. Duties of a wife. Make sure that your husband will not have sex with you immediately after eating heavy food. And heavy food is listen carefully. Heavy food here is subjective. There are people who can eat fufu and it's not your heavy food. Somebody can eat just a burger and chips is heavy food. So we are saying that you are the wife, you are my dietitian. Make sure that after eating immediately, I don't come and have sexual intercourse with you. Why? Because when we eat, digestion taking place, we use the same blood to erect. Are you there? So when a man finishes eating heavy and you give him sex, you weaken him. This type of weakness doesn't come instant. It's gradual. So some of the sicknesses that we acquire later through our sex life is because we have practiced eat sex. We finish eating your first meal, and the next thing is that we are eating especially those of us who will go and do run away, eat somewhere, and then, when we go for this afternoon lunch and things, all we do is that we order food. After the food, we are chopping. So next thing is that if there's a game and you have some good energy in you, rather use the energy in you to chop. When you finish chopping, then you come back and eat. It means you rather finish sexual intercourse before you eat lunch. When you go out and you want to have sexual intercourse and the food you are going to eat is heavy, let's be careful. As for drinking, you can drink, but remember, what are you taking? Does somebody understand what I'm saying? So let's learn to understand that you don't have sex immediately after eating heavy food. If I take snack, it depends on the type of snack. So this is the duty of a wife. So once you are a wife, be careful that these things are carefully managed. This is not to go and scream on your husband. Your husband just finished eating and you are ready for the game. Make sure that he sits relaxed, give him a chat, let him do something. That is why I prefer that when husbands get home, let them eat before they go and bath. So that it will add up to the delay. Are you getting me? So they will eat. Sex after eating heavy food is wrong. You are killing your husband, dietitian. So some of you too, I mean, maybe you are a side chick, or you are a sex mate, or you are a baby mama still providing sex. Help that you don't become a shadow widow. Is there anything like that? You know, actually, I'm your side. I am your husband. I have a wife, so you are my side chick. When I die, my wife is a widow, but you are a shadow widow. Because I think in politics, when your party is not in power, you are called shadow minister. So a shadow widow means that you are not the real wife, but you are hurting more than the real wife. So you are a shadow widow. You are practicing widowhood right in silence, and nobody knows because you are a side chick and you have lost your husband. I'm saying that some of you too should help. The wife can, once you have a side chick, remember that both sides are managing one man, and the sexuality of the man should be important to all of you. If you are a side chick, that you are gracious, you are fortunate that the man you are going out with loves to eat in your place. Then let's manage it. Let him come to you with the afternoon food and have sexual intercourse with you. When he finishes, he relax. Then feed him. Don't feed a man and ask for sex when the food is heavy. We are all guilty. We are all guilty. I mean, it's something that it was recalled. You see, I went back into my notes. Somebody, a very close nurse, very intelligent nurse, just asked me the question. And when he asked the question, I was like, wow, I think I've read this before when I was doing sex therapy level 1. So I went back to go and check diet and sex. And when I went there, notice there, I wrote it in pencil. But it didn't occur to me because the heavy food was, the other part of the reason was that heavy food was subjective. Do you get it? So once heavy food was subjective, it means that what you call heavy food will not be heavy food to me. So one of the things, the duties of a wife is to make sure that your husband will not eat and have sex immediately after eating. Check the diet of your husband very carefully. And be careful that the food, which is sexual intercourse, is served well, appealing. Let that, you see, when you serve the real meal, you invite him that the food is ready and he should come. But when it comes to your sexual branding, unfortunately, you don't need to invite, but the meal will call. It means that there is a way you should dress to bed. There is a way you should lie down in bed. Did you understand what I'm talking about? There are some nightgowns that when you wear and lie down, a man enters, and by the position that you are lying down, he sees and wants to hunt. Don't be naked. A constant naked woman kills the male organ. Men were not created to eat things that are already open. Men were created to eat things covered. So let your presentation of the second meal, which is sexual intercourse, be properly, sexily covered. It's part of your brand. So let them see the outside of the bottle. You see, I use my Tupperware bottle. The way the bottle looks, it looks like a lady, very sleek. And anytime I'm drinking the water, I like smelling my hands on it. Okay, so that's very, very important that let the presentation become okay. Smell good. Let your hair smell good. Design the vagina hair clean. People shave. You should shave, and when we see you lying down, it becomes okay. Men must learn how to naked a woman as well. So as a man, it is your duty to learn how to naked the woman. Most women who want to naked themselves, because there are times that if you don't take it, they will spoil your bridal for you. There is a man who opens a woman's bridal with 2 hands is not solid. He's stupid in the mind. We don't open the bra with 2 hands. We open the bra with 2 fingers. Just 2 fingers. This your 2 fingers here is meant to open the bra. If there are even 15 hooks, you can open it. If it's a front open, you can open it. If it's a back open with six hooks, you can open it. So we are saying that let it become the most important thing by learning how to. So brand it very carefully. Somebody will ask that, so should you go into bed with brassiere? Let me tell you, once you know there's a game, dress with brassiere to bed so that I'll open a bra. You know, the reason why most men have enjoyed the food that is Nyamianwa food that is served outside better than the one served home is that usually the women we meet out there to have sexual intercourse with, most of them are in the line of duty. Some are going to work. Some have left their homes. So they are not home. So usually you meet them with a bra to mount panty, a bra to mount, what do you call it, tube or whatever you call it, boxer shorts. Do they wear boxer shorts? What do they call the underwear of the women? Some of them will wear a bra to match it. So anytime you meet them, they are solidly dressed that they are, when you're naked in them, when you open their zip, the smell that comes out, I mean, is sanctimonious, Holy Ghostically accepted. I mean, a man is a hunter. So when we come and we are opening, so you have sexual intercourse in the afternoon with somebody, maybe your side chick in the afternoon, doing the line of duty, she's at work or she's gone out from town and you meet her, the dressing is not the same like when she's at home. So wives get home and they take off their brassiere. Wives get home and their weave one is off from their head. Wives get home and their dressing has changed. Usually, most wives have house gear. You will fear tad. I remember my mother. Somebody says, I don't like reading messages, but this is what it says. Really? Sex after eating heavy food. Women are killing us slowly. Sorry, but there's no women killing you. You are learning from today. Please. So, very importantly, let's learn from this angle that you will always love to have a better sexual intercourse at home. So you can sleep with brassiere. Now, makeups are very important. I know ideally the material used for makeup means that before you go to bed, use facial cleansing so that you can be able to have easy sweat glands, your face will breathe properly. So I have gone to speak to Papa Cosmetics, one of the cosmetics. I am the only male Papa. I greet you, Madam Papa. I'm the only man who is a Papa man with Papa Cosmetics. That's what I use. So I mean, Papa Cosmetics. I went to tell her, can you do me a night makeup that will be light but will give people a chance to breathe. And I believe that when there's no foundation on your face, the pons is like powder. You know, people who do foundation, the foundation is like a concealer. So the concealer will block your sweat glands and it will prevent heavy sweat from coming to the powder you use. You understand? So I think that if people want to have some light makeup to bed, because when you meet in the afternoon, Charlie, it is egg, oh my God. In the afternoon, it's very presentable. Or in out of the house, it's presentable. And that is what makes men active. Men, our erection is gotten from our hunting. Men are not good at just getting the thing and bringing it home. They need to hunt for it. So the same thing, you're branding at home. Let's see. I'm not saying go and make up to bed. Because some of you, the makeup you do, at the end of the day, the pillow will be soiled. I understand. But we go to places where people are ready for afternoon game and they soil the pillow. We are okay. I mean, the excuses should not be too much because what keeps you going is sexual intercourse. Every man needs 11 erection before the end of the day. And when a man is sleeping, you need 3 to 5 times erection. The last erection that you wake up with, you're supposed to have sexual intercourse with it. Well, it might not be a must, but it's very good that the last erection you have, which is called the morning glory, must have a sexual intercourse with it. A woman doesn't do 11 times erection. A maximum of 5, minimum of 3. Your clits will always click small. And the things that will cause a man to have erection during the day, some of them are seeing nice things. Some of them are fantasies. And these are just erection. It comes and it goes. All right. So if you're a man and these things are not coming to you, well, check your diet. That's what I'm saying, that the diet that your wife is giving you is either going to kill your male organ or make it stand straight. or make it stand tall or make it firm enough for you to have sexual intercourse. So make sure that the sexual branding as a woman is very essential for the man. Now, there should be a distinction between branding your sex life for your husband and branding yourself. So we talk about sexual branding. Serve the sex properly. Let it attract the man. However, in your outlook, you should not dress just to please your husband. Hello? As a wife, you are not supposed to live for your husband. Let me repeat this statement and explain it. Because a lot of wives have become burden to society. Not because of anything, but because their branding is selfly branded to suit only George Lutrot. Hello? Beauty, they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder. But true beauty, I have come to learn, is a public provocation. Let me explain. When I see and I say, for me, my wife is beautiful to me, yes, it lies in the eyes of the beholder. And nobody else can challenge me. However, your wife is not living with you. We are living on planet Earth. So, even though your wife is beautiful to you, she needs to also be beautiful in public. So, if you say it lies in the eyes of the beholder, it should be provocative enough that others will see and be tasteful and will wish. We see very beautiful women and we ask, wow. And all of a sudden, they are married. We see a symbol of marriage on their finger. And we go like, shay, Charlie, girl, we won't fair off. We always believe that as ugly as I am, my wife will be handsome. My wife will be beautiful. When we see handsome men, they overshadow their wives. So seldom do you see handsome men with beautiful women. No matter how beautiful the woman is, once a man begins to look beautiful, they challenge their wives. So when your husband begins to brighten his face, I'm laughing because of a friend. The wife said that the husband's face was too dark. So what she started doing was that the cream she bought was using, he started giving the husband to also smell. Also, hey, Charlie, 2 weeks time, no, the guy's face became cocoa. Abrante near cocoa the bar. Or share the Charlie Majami used to be many years. You know, the guy, monkey no fine, mommy like him. But the wife wanted to get some image more because the woman is presentable and public will see. But when they see, I who clue with them, don't say, hey, and you know, background, it's there. No, it's there. It's there. As for that one, it's there. A woman is the one who needs beauty to enter into marriage. And you should be beautiful enough that your beauty will become provocative in public. If you are a woman, look, if your husband comes to marry you and you are very beautiful and your husband has sisters, every time they go for a public notice, you are identified. But if your husband's family, their sisters are all beautiful, when you mingle, they hardly identify you as a wife. So when you stand in alone, you become brighten the corner for the family. So some men have seen that their sisters are very ugly and they're not brightening the family's corner. So they go and look for a very beautiful woman, edible, presentable, sumptuous, and public notice. When they bring you into the family, they come and shine the family for you. And those are the women that when you give birth with them, the children are even boys, but they're handsome. I mean, so until we stop marrying, we stop focusing on only marrying ugly people, we will continue causing men to suffer in town. Because there are times you are driving and you see a very ugly woman behind the steering, and it's painful. Let me say, it's very painful. You can be offended, but God in his mind created Rachel and created Leah. And he said one was beautiful, one was ugly. He said Leah was ugly, Rachel was beautiful. So God created both ugly and beautiful. But he gave opportunity for continuation, husbandry, work on it. So I'm telling you that your branding is very important, personal branding. Choose what you wear sensibly. Don't just walk and wear just anything because you want to wear. Let your dressing, let your smell, let your look become provocative. Wear the ring. But you see, the security officers, especially the police, the immigration, the fire service, the prison officers, the custom officers, usually they are supposed to be smart in their looking. But there are others that you see and you look at them and say, wow, the uniform fits this one, because they have chosen to look good. Nurses are supposed to look very good. When I see a teacher dress, don't tell me this lady is a teacher. I'll tell you she's a teacher. If I see a nurse dress, don't tell me she's a nurse. I will tell you she's a nurse because of the way she has dressed. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you very much, Joseph Bailey. Welcome. So you need to look smart, presentable, outward. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't be beautiful for your husband alone. Be a provocative material in public. So when your husband dies today, you will not stay long as a widow without getting a husband. Hello? Don't be ugly in marriage. And don't be the brand for your husband. My husband likes short hair. So me, all this my long hair, I am going to cut it for him. Bema de wanya de opem mana. Obefa we chia kofa de foforo. Eye jimi emenya ba. Embema bebre de omo penna ye ya ma wona so ma fa de foforo ewe. Se wi enti na akokwa uti dia sele wa jaiwa. What did I just say? What I just said was that there are a lot of you who want to look, you want to slim down because of your husband. You want to go and cut your hair because of your husband. You want to go and increase your breast because of your husband. You want to go and increase your butt because of your husband. You want to go and do a tummy tuck because of your husband. You want to go and remove your tie because of your husband. You want to go and increase your lips because of your husband. You want to go and reduce your nose because of your husband. You are a foolish woman. Why did I say that? I say self-branding is important. When God was creating Eve in the book of Genesis chapter 2, read 17 to 22 and read carefully. Adam was asleep. Adam was not awake. God never created Eve when Adam was watching. So I am not going to marry somebody's daughter. And when I bring her into the system, I come and force her to become what I wanted to create. Are you God? Are you God? So you are beautiful walking there, long hair, and your husband begins to complain, and your hair is too long, and it's making you this, so I think you should go and cut it. Then you go and shave your hair? What do this? Oh my God, I want to just control my... Listen carefully. Let me tell you, what fits you? What fits you if you are watching me today as a wife? What particular hairstyle when you watch a mirror, you feel excited? What particular hairstyle, what particular dress color, what particular dress do you feel good when you wear? Which one is that? Thank you. Wear what will fit you. Don't go and wear what doesn't fit you, but fit your husband. Sorry. Don't wear what fits your husband. Or don't wear what your husband is looking for. You see, there are many times that I understand why you want to do some things. Because there are some men that when they come to you, they don't know how to talk. So you even refuse to brand yourself for them sexually. You naked yourself and they speak loose. So what are you doing about this, your stretch marks? When I see this, your stretch mark, then I lose erection. Kwasia. What Jimmy's are? Who are they know about stretch marks? I mean, when you married her, was she having stretch marks? She was not having stretch marks. But because all you did was because you gave her the opportunity to be pregnant, your pregnancy is what landed her into having stretch marks. So where now are you blaming her? Why are you now looking at her and insulting her that she has stretch marks and you are losing erection every time you come, you want to come and insult her? You go on to tell her, what is that? I don't know why your stomach has become like this. All these plenty stretch marks. What are you going to use it for? What are you going to use it for? You talk about her. I mean, your wife will naked herself and you go like, now even your tummy is covering your vagina. I mean, are you serious? An African woman, after 30 years, it is believed in science that when you stand, you shouldn't be able to see your vagina. It's part of the African woman's body. It is not the European woman you are married to. They are the flat buttocks, flat tummy. Nothing looks like that with them. That is why when they start bloating, then they get 600 pounds. 2,000 pounds, 7,000 pounds. I mean, their weight becomes extraordinary big and they don't have the capacity to manage it. I mean, the 100-kilogram woman here in Accra is still selling at Mokola. She's fresh, she's active. Even though some clinical status, she will not be fine. But some people will not get them be like that. But what I'm saying here is that there are a lot of women today who are in the gym not because they have health condition they want to go to the gym, but because there is a man in their life who is constantly insulting them and speaking to them loosely. I'm saying that going to the gym, exercising, doing your tummy what, going to do your breast, going to do your butt, there's nothing wrong with it. But when it becomes a requirement for you to be accepted in the marriage, don't do it. Your responsibility is to keep fit as an individual. Hello? You see, the Bible says that the two shall become one. But in marriage, we are still individuals. We have different DNAs. We have different thumbprints. Our PNIs towards our phone, which is called the personal identification number, they are individuals with us. So let's not begin to start pressure on our wives. Your duty as a wife is to have branding, self-branding, and the branding must suit you first. So don't wear a dress that you know it doesn't fit you, but your husband likes. I get what I'm saying. This is not to say that when your husband buys anything for you, don't wear. That's not what I'm saying. Let your husband continue making mistakes in buying for you. It means that in your conversation, how do I communicate my size to my husband? How do I do that? How does my husband tends to know my bra size? How does my husband gets to know? How does my husband gets to know my bra size? Very, very important. How? It is through conversation. Hey, Charlie, all of a sudden I have increased. So formerly my breast size, my bridal size was 36B. All of a sudden I realize I'm doing double G. You are announcing your breast size in case it wants to buy. You know, my pant size was medium, but all my medium panties are becoming tight. It means I have to move from medium right now, and I'm wearing large, or I'm wearing extra large. You know, I was wearing 8. Right now, I'm doing 8 plus. I'm doing 10 plus. Hey, honey, it's strange, yo. When things are not going smoothly, right, look how I'm increasing in size. Do you know what I'm talking about? So, the most important thing is that you want to be yourself. And being yourself means that you don't want to follow what your husband is requesting for. So you become what your husband is looking up for. As a wife, your duty is to make sure that you are presentable. Your brand is not a one-kind brand. Your brand must be appealing to everybody who is a man. Do you understand me? You have to be presentable and tasteful in terms of appearance to every man. Anytime you are becoming beautiful to your fellow women, watch it. Those fellow women are not correct. They can give you compliments, genuine compliment with your hairstyle. But you know very well that it's not every weave on that fits you. Your husband just bought you a weave on. And you see that when you wear it, though, there is this, what do you call it? Is it Chinese or what? There's a particular weave on that they cut the front and wear it. So Gohima, I greet you. You wear the thing, and so Gohima did a throwback Thursday, I think about 3 weeks ago. And it was serious on Facebook. She was now looking for the one who did the what do you call it? The hair. after some 5 years to sue the person, because I mean, it was dangerous. So Kohima was very, very, very ugly in the hairstyle. But those time it looks like an itch for her. But the hairstyle didn't fit her face. Imagine this is the demand from the husband. So your husband is demanding a particular hairstyle that you know will not fit you. I've seen a lot of people with natural hair and they are ugly. That's the right word. But the husband loves natural hair and it's not fitting you. A friend of mine I think about a month ago dropped a picture, and the picture she dropped was a natural hair that she has bloated it. She looked very ugly and very old. But everybody said, wow, 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 wow. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? And there are people who have decided to look ugly because their husband is not in Accra. Their husband is out of Accra. It's in US. It's in what? So me, no. What are we talking about? Your husband is here. It's not here. Look beautiful to the public. When you are going to get married and they tell you, remove your earrings. Do you know why they do that? They say you should not look beautiful and wait to look beautiful that day. That was a cultural negative perspective. But let me tell you that it's not everybody who has seen you as the future wife of Councillor Lutrot. So we are going to pay your bride price. And then they tell you don't wear earrings so that they will know you not look something before the time. My sister, wear it and look fresh. That day on your wedding day, you've not worn a wedding gown before. So when they put a wedding gown on you and put a crown on you, you still be beautiful. Your eyebrow, it's not everybody that you have to shave your eyebrow. There are people who go to trim their eyebrow and they look like monkeys. The duty of a wife is that be yourself. That's very, very important. So look good. Don't only be presentable. Don't be a brand for your husband alone. Be a public tasteful brand. When I say tasteful brand, I'm not saying that be a taste that everybody wants to have sex with you. But let everybody see you and admire you and love the way you look. Don't marry a man who is threatened with your look. Don't allow a man to marry you who is threatened with your look. So as a wife, before you allow a man to choose you as a wife, know where you are coming from and where you are going. Don't allow a man to choose you who will keep you still at where you are. Hello? Most of you have regretted marriages and you are not making people enjoy the marriage because for you chose a man who has not moved you from where you are to a new place. Don't try it. Last week I was talking to a particular woman and she told me that one of the things she saw in their family house, they grew in a family house with a mother, and the mother had never had peace of mind. She dries her things on the line, and they command her, they want to wash, so remove it. The husband goes to do a line, and they still come and dry on the husband's line, because it's their brother's line. Do you understand? Everything in the house was about the family. When he said, turn to sweep, and she doesn't sweep, it's war. But if it's a turn or any of a mother or sister's-in-law to sweep and they don't sweep, it's the same thing. They don't care. So where you are living, you have grown up in a family house with your mother and you have not enjoyed. Don't allow a man to marry you into a family house. And these are decisions you make. Don't enter into the marriage and give prayer to God to change situations. So as a wife, your duty is to have what we call self-branding. Brand yourself properly so that you'll be appealing to everybody around. As a wife, you need to talk as a wife. There is a language of a wife. There is a language for a side chick. There's a language for a single mother, a baby mama. There's a language for a sex mate. So being a wife, you need to learn how to communicate as a wife with your in-laws. It's also a duty. Never, as a wife, talk to your in-laws and refer to your husband by his name. Every time you're communicating with your in-laws and your siblings, refer to your husband as my husband. Don't say Kweku dear, Ena Kweku, Ena George. Don't do it. Once you are a wife, it is your duty to make sure that you present your husband the way you see her, but you see him. Bible says that, and the husband shall be respected at the city gate because of the wife. I have 5 minutes left. So present your husband in the way that he will be bought, through your branding in communication. How do you talk about your husband? You are chatting with friends, and whilst we are chatting, how do you refer to your husband? And as for George, I don't even know what to tell him. Oh, George is no. I am not your George. I can be your Georgie. I can be your slang George. But when you are having communication within your friends, don't mention my name like the friends would do. I guess what I'm talking about. So you don't call me Kwabna. And Kwabna. No. Even when your friends are referring to your husband, and as for George, George, my husband, remind them. So they get used to your husband, your wife, my wife. So when you're having a chat, continue saying my wife, my husband. Let it be a brand in your communication. So the basic communication is that once you have accepted to be in the marriage, you need to still marry and be a wife. So you talk that way. Don't allow any of your sisters as a wife to come and call your husband by his name. In conversation, our sister's husband. That's why I like the Nigerians. Our husband, oh. I like the Nigerians, our husband. You can't come and say George. So if your husband has a title, for example, he's a reverend minister, he's a doctor, he's whatever. If any of your siblings want to call him, they need to call him by the title. Because that is what you did. So if you are chatting with them and your husband is a doctor, and dog said, so your family will call him dog, and Rev said, and Rev said. When you're sending them to them, please, Rev would like to talk to you. Can you please call Rev, my husband? Let the communication be, because the way you will present your husband is the way your family people will begin to buy your husband. Are you getting me? If you don't present your husband well, the family people will not buy him well. And when the family don't buy your husband well, the way they buy him is how about they sell him. And when they are not properly sold, you will suffer. The same way as a wife, give respect to your husband, and let the respect be a connecting respect among all other friends around you. So you are doing something, and somebody says your husband is coming. Oh, let him come. You know what he just did? The person alerted you because what you are doing is wrong. To her or to him, your husband should not see what you are doing. Immediately you bullshit and then say, oh, manembra, you know what you just did? You just lost that respect that they had for you, that you have for your husband. And all of them will follow you and lose respect for your husband. So you are sitting at home and your husband hoots the horn, Papa. And the way you are sitting with your group members in your sitting room, in your porch, doesn't look presentable. Immediately, your colleagues remind you, hey, Ukunaba, let us follow the order. Ukunaba. Let them see it. Even when you let them see the authority over you. Do you know what I'm talking about? We learned that it's the duty of a wife to make sure that you enjoy the security of your husband. So we said it that when a wife gets into trouble, the first person you have to call is to call your husband, not your pastor. When your husband is in trouble and you call your pastor, I agree. But when you are in trouble, you call your husband. It's a chain of command. You report in that order. Why? Because the way you respect your husband is the way others will do. Number two. The next thing is that it is the duty of a wife to make sure that everybody around you will give equal respect to your husband through you. Remember, anytime you can't obey the rules in marriage, divorce. Just leave the marriage. Don't stay in the marriage, oh. Because the challenge is that when you stay in a marriage, you are supposed to do your duties as a wife, even if the man is not being a husband. That's the painful part. It's your duty. So don't let anybody convince you that no. And I hear men telling women that, if a man tells you this, I told you last week, don't ever think you are a burden in marriage. It's not a duty of a man to go and do kiosks for you, to go and do saloon. No, it's not part of the marriage bargain. Unless you are about to open your shop and he collected your money to marry you and promised he will do for you. That's promise. Or he impregnated you to truncate it. So it is your duty to give respect. Now, the other duty of a man is to understand the menstrual cycle of your wife. Men, listen. Every man must understand what is menstruation. Every man must understand what it means to menstruate. And these things are not taught by wives. They are taught by mothers. Unfortunately, our mothers, most of them, didn't take the trouble to teach boys menstruation. They taught only girls. So most men don't understand the condition and the situation when their wives are in. When you know your menstrual challenges and problems, before marriage, during your dating, we discuss menstruation. So in my office, when you're going to get married, we discuss menstrual cycle. We teach you what is safe period. At this time of your life, the duty of a wife is towards the husband. We have gotten to a point where our next lecture will be, your next duty is to get pregnant. Pregnancy is a duty of a wife. Hello? Pregnancy is part of the duties of a wife. So you plan pregnancy because your trimester stages will affect your output in the house. My time is up. I'm going to end and we'll continue tomorrow. Menstruation must be understood by men. Men must understand what menstruation is. So if you have a son and you're watching me, let them learn menstruation, including the girls. So once a man knows menstruation already, when they marry you and you are in your menstrual period, they will understand menstruation is not filthy, it's not dirty, it's not evil, it's not demonic. The challenge is that you, the one flowing, the way you make yourself, is why people think that your menstruation is dirty. I don't understand if my wife is not well and she's bleeding and she soiled the bed and she can't wash. I allow the house help to wash. I don't know why I'm going to do that. I don't know. I remember when my wife delivered, you know when women, they like cock cloth. I'm ready to wash it. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with it? It's a training. I'm not saying what you should do, but we need to learn it. So when you understand what menstruation is, that is when you understand what safe period is. And that is when you understand what spacing of children is. But it is the duty of the woman to let your menstrual cycle be part of your life and educate your husband. It's a duty. You don't get pregnant and don't know. Plan your pregnancy. Plan your pregnancy. Time is up. I've been given a signal. We've gone 4 minutes past. Wives, your duty is to plan pregnancy. And remember, your basic responsibility in the marriage is towards your husband. So if anything will come your way that will share your responsibilities and duties, you need to plan it well. I said your employment is not very important in the marriage to your husband. However, you need to have a job so you can take care of your family. So don't allow your work to come and destroy the flow of your wifeship towards your husband. No excuses. You are human beings, you get tired, I understand. But when it becomes a monotonous excuse, it becomes so. Before you get pregnant, before you get pregnant, plan it. Don't just live a life, no, pregnancy must be planned. I told you there are 3 categories of pregnancies for me. Planned pregnancy, unplanned pregnancy, and unwanted pregnancy. Unwanted pregnancy is through rape. I mean, the act was not meant to bring pregnancy and it came. So those ones are unwanted. Unplanned pregnancy is where you are just having sexual intercourse. We need to plan the children. We need to space the children. Family planning is not a pill. It's an attitude. It's an attitude. So it is your responsibility as a wife to plan your children. So family planning starts with a woman. Why? Because the gate of procreation, menstrual cycle keys are with you. Let me tell you, one of the most painful things in marriage is to enter into marriage with pregnancy. It's not easy. It makes your marriage bad. Especially you enter into your 5th trimester, the first 3 months. If you are a vomiting type, if you are a throwing out type, if you are the type that everything smells bad around you, if you are the type that you don't like perfume anymore. I love perfume, but when my wife is pregnant, perfume is the last thing she wants around herself. So I become anti-perfume. I don't even my clothing, you can't wash it because of the perfume in it, and I love very strong ones. So I'm saying that before pregnancy happens, it shouldn't just be by mistake. Your wife must not surprise you with pregnancy. They should announce the pregnancy to you because both of you have planned it should come. And that is why, as a gender chatter, I give gender. If you are watching me and you want a son, because I have more daughters, come. I will not have sex with you. I will take the money. I will charge you for that service, and I will let you have a girl. If you want a boy, I'll let you have a boy. Yes, that's the work I do. It's part of my job. As a reproductive health counselor, and I'm a gender chatter as well. And a gender chatter is that I chat for you to know when you can have a child, you can have a boy, you can have a girl. It's part of the job I do. And I'm saying that it is planned. So don't surprise. So the surprise to your husband is that, hey, honey, by the grace of God, the game we did that we're expecting to be pregnant, ibam, it has happened. That is where the happiness is. Do you get it? That is where the happiness is. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap up today, we've spoken about 3 duties today. Brand yourself, not for your husband alone. A public branding. I said it. Learn how to do your sexual branding. I completed it. Go into bed well dressed, properly dressed. I'm saying that respect your husband by the way you communicate with people about him. It's not everything you go in there, you want people to respect your husband, so that is it. Do you understand? Good. And I also told you right now that you should also learn how to plan pregnancy. Don't let pregnancy surprise you. Surprise pregnancy by yourself. So plan it so that you will know how to still be responsible to your husband. Pregnancy comes and your first trimester is something else. I told the men, learn menstruation. Teach your husband what menstrual cycle is all about. Thank you very much for being part of today's lecture. I want to rest here. Our time is up. Hey, as for the pregnancy side, dear, I am out to. Okay, Ajwa says she's out of pregnancy. Wow, that's good. When I hear women saying we are out of pregnancy, so when I continue tomorrow, I'll tell you that if you have lesser children, I'll tell you the effect on society. If you have more children too, I'll tell you the effect on society. So he says that, yes, so counselor, I agree with you. If you can't obey the rules in marriage, don't marry, period. No, I didn't say don't marry. If you can't obey the rules in marriage, learn it because marriage is good for you. So don't say, bam, you marry. No, learn the rules. There are a lot of things that when you don't know the rules, you think they're not important. Begin to know the rules and you can enjoy it. Social media, nobody calls anybody in. But once you come in, it's your data you are using. So for example, the rule is that when you go and watch somebody is doing something and it's not within your purview, you are not the person's catchment area. The person's brand doesn't really matter to you. You go off and keep your credit. So you should, when you know the rules of the game, you can enjoy it. So my brother, my sister, Ajwa, learn it so that you can marry. The way you are, you should be able to be married and it becomes enjoyable. Dinah said, thank you very much. Pat, Davis, thank you for coming. Love the thing. Good, Pa. Thank you very much. Dinah says, teach them, please. Okay, I'm teaching them. You are out. Thank you. Hey, Nanakosua. And Nanama Batma is clapping her hands for counselor. Adwa says, preach on. Thank you. Hey, as for the pregnancy, they I'm out. Okay, I read that earlier on. He said, let's continue, please. Time is up. Time is up. Tomorrow we'll continue. 0277-609-644 is the number. 0277-609-644. Remember that we want to go and donate television sets to our asthma clinic, diabetes clinic for all the 4 hospitals. I'm pleading with you. Those of you can help us to buy the 65-inch television set. I'm ready. You can send the money. We are doing the PayPal for you. Is it PayPal? Yeah, PayPal. And we are going to do the other one. I forgot. My president will write it for me. It's not just a zeal. Some say the zeal is not only for them, but there's another one. They are going to do it for you. Those of you who want to send us money to the foundation, we want to help those who need. There are people who need. I don't need it. It's not pride, but I really don't need it like they need it because we are supplying to them. So let's do a good job by supporting us to support them as well. No more, please. Thank you very much. 8 p.m. Sunday. Yes, Sunday is given in the time. 8 p.m. GH time. Yeah, that's the time we start our class. I think that's what he's announcing to somebody. Ebenezer, I hope you are making some notes. Well, it's reminding someone to make notes. I agree with you. Preach on, counselor. Thank you very much. Adwa, thank you. Say, a very woman menstrual. Every woman's menstrual cycle and period is different with all wahalas, pain, etc. comes with it. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to teach you menstrual cycle, the way the menstrual cycle happens, how to identify your safe period and whatever. Tomorrow I'm going to learn it. Tomorrow I'm doing menstrual cycle as well before I land with my lecture and I leave. Thank you all very much for joining us. The numbers have been put down there. Leave more to leave. It says, eat more cassava. Eat more cassava leaves. Chew more stones. Strong and... I don't understand that one. Well, I'm reading the wrong message. All right, so it says, it looks like there is a lot of work in there. Yes, there's a lot of work. It says, 1, plan yourself. Brand yourself. Respect your husband. Wow, I like the points. I like does let pregnancy surprise you. Okay, don't let pregnancy surprise you. Thank you so much, Nana Kosia. Thank you so much for bulleting the point for us. I love that. I love that. Thank you, counselor. Thank you to Akosia. Thank you, Adwa. Thank you, Adwa. Thank you. I am really having a problem and I need your advice, please. Akosia, Adwa, baby. Immediately I finish, you can call me on 0277 609 644. And then thanks you, Daddy. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you so much, Gloria Kuya. Thank you. I missed the class today. You can go back and watch it on YouTube, Counselor Lutot's channel. You go and watch it very, very soon. If you have loaded there quickly for you to watch, you can watch all the classes. Part 3. Sorry. Please, can I get your WhatsApp number? 0277 609 644. You can call me on that WhatsApp line. What if when the pregnancy is not coming? Yes, we'll treat that tomorrow. When you are not having pregnancy, it brings a lot of pressure on you because we need to plan it. So when you plan and the date passes, then you are in trouble. I miss it too. Oh, Clinton, sorry, Della. Sorry, you can go and watch it back again on YouTube and it's fine. Tilly, thank you so much. This is your image one that you explained to me. I'm trying. Okay, thanks. It's thanks. Oh, Charlie, I mean, who knew you? Time is money. Thank you very much, Tilly. Thank you very much. And then I have Benny here. Benny says, God bless you, counselor. Thank you too very much. Clapping your hands. Nana Ekuya Inshira. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Super. Thank you. God bless you, nations counselor. Please. He does not take WhatsApp's call. Only regular calls. Sunday to 4. Yeah, my love. Sunday baby. To have been blah blah blah. FF follow you since started coming on TV. Oh, I really need you. I have been following you since. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Thank you very much for following me on TV. Tomorrow I'm on TV Africa tomorrow morning. That's very, very essential. Okay, good lesson. Thank you very much. And then you blast. Wow, that one too is what? Classmate. They are talking to Bismarck. Okay, please tomorrow. What time? 8 p.m. usually is the time that we start our class. So thank you very much. You want to support the foundation, Cancelator Foundation for diabetes, asthma, cerebral palsy, and the needy people who don't have. Our student who is going to school is 2,280 Ghana cedis. How much do you want to give us? Our Momo account is there 055 0007 055 000 5077. We want to help her to go and pay her fees. I mean, you can't pay all, but your 50 cedis, your 20 cedis, I'll gather it and go and pay the fees. And watch it. Whether you bring the money or not, we'll still pay the fees for her to go to school. One day, she might come and sit where I'm sitting, and she will help our children who might not be in need, but maybe they will need it. So support us. If you are doing MTN, it's 055 000 5077. And if you are doing Vodafone Cash, it's 0507 150 223. If you are doing Tigo Airtel Cash, it's 0277 609-644. If you are doing Zelle account in the United States of America, it's 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. I love you all. God bless all of you. And okay, somebody says, once you type it, they say, I'm a gay and I need your help to stop it. Don't worry. It's easy. Once you have the desire, you want to stop it, we can help you stop it. So call me, Nana Kwesi. Call me, but I can't. I'm going to help you out, my brother. It's easy. Once you desire, you want to put a stop to it, I know you can do it. It's very easy because you see, the anus has 24,000 nerves. So when you start penetrating through the anus, as compared to the 16,000 nerves on the penis and the 8,000 nerves on the clit, it becomes difficult because the anal region has a higher sensitivity of excitement. So I'm going to help you in Nakwesi once you are ready for it. Call me exactly after the show, okay? Bob Risky in Nigeria, call him or her. Thank you very much. Don't worry. I mean, we will end it for you, Kwesi. We'll end it. So thank you very much for joining me today. We love you too so much. Adwa Pepebi, I love you. I love you. Today I miss Catherine. Where is my Catherine? Thank you so much. Nayamle is clapping for Councillor Lutro. Thank you so much. Joseph Mbedi, I saw Jessica. Thank you very much, Councillor, for coming. I think I saw Joseph Mbedi too. Hey, Vivian Kwashi, thank you so much. You are here today, Linda. Hey, Linda Rabai also here today. I didn't see Catherine. Did Catherine come? Linda Kosia Shiraba, thank you very much. Did Catherine come? Catherine, where are you? I miss you so much. Catherine, bring your face. Let me see you tomorrow. God bless you. Take care of yourself. If you say a prayer, say one for Councillor George Lutrot, and keep doing yourself well. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to crash you again on Facebook Live exactly at 9 o'clock, and we'll do our best. God bless you. Thank you very much, Yao Fan, for sharing. Thank you very much, Jane Anama Santa, for sharing. Thank you very much, Joseph Mbading, for sharing. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Thank you so much. Oh, darling, where did you go to, darling? Darling, lie. I didn't see you too. Oh, no, Councillor, please don't go. Where did you go? I just saw you right now. All right, please follow the Councillor Lutrot Facebook prompt under your phone. Just press follow so that when we come tomorrow, you know the time will come. Thank you very much, wherever you are. I miss you, but thank you for coming, darling. I just saw that you are here. Thank you very, very much for coming. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Pat, oh, I love this one. Thank you, Davis. Thank you so much. Hetty, hey, Hetty, you are here today. Ha, 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 Hetty, thank you very much. There's a lot work to be done. Like Vicky, okay, thank you very much. I think I read all these ones already. So let me leave you right now. Time is up. Hey, shared to say. Adwa baby, thank you for sharing. Good night, Tilly. Good night too. Love you, love you, love you. But remember, God loves you more. I'll see you again. Same time tomorrow by the grace of God, or early before this time. We might do it earlier. All you need to do is to get a prompter. Be a wife as long as the marriage is there. Be a husband as long as there's a wife there. If you can't, and you don't stop, you can't stop being a wife if you are still married. So go out there and become something else. Look up, don't look down, because no wife is a burden. No wife. Say, I am not a burden. I am a blessing. Thank you very much. Bye for now.